Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Something. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from 7 freebies. We got a plugin for $1 and you can get a freebie. And we're going to talk about ReLooper. But before we get to the top story, I know some of y'all are like, man, why you always be disappearing? Sorry, I've been gone like the last week and a half. I've had a whole bunch of content I've been supposed to do. But my aunt, she's in the ICU and she's been in critical condition on life support for the last week and a half. So kind of been focusing on other things. Got to see her on Easter. She looks like she's doing better. So it looks like she's going to pull out. So, you know what I'm saying? Send some prayers to my auntie if you would. But let's go ahead and get into this top story. I covered this last week in a whole video, but I wanted to cover it here too, because I know these videos get more views. So as you guys see here, Bloom Ensemble Strings, the Lite edition is on sale currently for $1 over at Plugin Boutique with the promo code that I have for you guys. The promo code is exclusive to this channel, but if you didn't get this last month and you want to get it now, you can get Matra for free, and Matra is a really dope plugin. So I will talk about both of those really quickly, briefly. So with this Bloom Ensemble, you're going to get sounds that sound like right? But you got a bunch of different presets in here. This is the Lite version. Again, I'm not going to go too in depth into this because I've already covered it and I got a lot to cover today. But here is another one of the presets. So right now I'm pushing down multiple buttons, and that's why it's syncing everything up together and giving me all those textures and all those velocities and everything. Just super dope. You do have solo sounds here too as well. So just a very fire plugin. We'll listen to one more preset real quick. But that right there is pretty fire in itself. And then when we come over here and we hop on the internet and we look, you're going to get Matra for free if you grab this. Again, I know some of you guys already have this, but I got the deal before the new month came. So Matra's pretty cool. I would download it. I have it, but I don't have it on my PC and I can't find my serial code. So I have it on my PC, I'm sorry. But I can't find the serial code, so I can't put it on my MacBook. But this is one of the reviews that I had did on this thing 2 years ago. Beat was actually this piano. The piano sounded like this initially. All right, and then once I threw Matra on there, I got it to sound like this. So this plugin will do a whole lot for you. It is really cool. I did count this as one of my freebies, but don't worry, I got a bundle of freebies later. So there's more than really 7 freebies in this video. And up next, guys, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one is for your contact library and it's called Felt and Fog. So when you open this thing up, it is going to look like this. You're only going to get one preset in this. When you download this, it is going to say demo. I know sometimes you guys get on me about that, but it's just what they call their light version. The version is going to last forever. It's just a light version because you don't get controls over the fog, ambient, and octave swarm. But you still get control over minimal swarm, glass, and felted piano, and then the effects down here at the bottom. So as we're checking this thing out, this is kind of what it sounds like. So as you see here, it's got different layers that you can mess with. So we can turn off the minimal swarm, the glass, and just listen to the felted piano. Right? Or we could just listen to, you know what I'm saying, the minimal swarm or the glass if you want to hear what they sound like. So you see that's just adding a little bit there, and then we got this glass too. And all those are building to the sound that we got here, right here. Right? And down here at the bottom, you see we got different controls too. So we've got reverb, delay. I guess maybe you can't turn reverb on. I thought you could. You got a low pass, high pass filter. You've got decay and all that other stuff here. Right? So that all sounds pretty decent right there too as well. We'll just turn that back off. But yeah, this is out there. I'll leave this linked in the description with everything else for you guys. And then up next, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one comes from Crow Hill Company. It's for the Vaults Chapeta library, and it's called 1986. So this thing is just basically like, kind of sounds like some bells or something from the, you know, the 80s. Right? So it's going to sound like this. I have it in a beat right now, so let's go ahead and hear what it sounds like in the beat. And as I have it in the beat, I'm just going to mess with some of these controls so you can see what it sounds like. So it looks like these controls are the EP volume and the expression. Normally they have something else in here that's pretty cool, but I kind of do like the sound of this instrument, to be honest. So we'll mess with the chorus and the delays real quick, and see what that sounds like. Right? So this thing sounds pretty cool too in itself. Again, with everything else, it'll be linked below. And up next, guys, I've got the fourth freebie for you guys today. This one comes from UJam. It looks like they dropped an April Fool's Day plugin like many companies are doing now. And it's called Beauty Flute Pro. The name makes me laugh because it's called Beauty Flute Pro, but it sounds like this. Now, you can do some dope stuff with this, but basically it's just supposed to emulate a recorder. You've got different models, emotion, and ambience that you can add to this. So like the initial presets. Yo, they're childish for this plugin. They are childish for this plugin. So you got different models. You got Vanilla, Diva, and Sisters. Sisters is actually okay. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. My phone's ringing. Sorry about that. It was my lovely daughter talking about our trip this summer when she comes out here. But back to what I was saying here. So with this, you still have another one. This flute right here isn't that bad to me. The Sisters. Because then you can come over here and add some emotion. So you can add like tantrum or drunk. This plugin's fire. It's not, but it is. Now let's add some drunk on there. Then we can add some ambience. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I don't really know what the use case of this would be. But if you were like let's say you was making a beat and you threw in on your intro this crappy flute, and then the beat just drops into this hard trap beat, and then you've got like real flutes going, I think that would be hard. But I thought I would just bring this up because it made me laugh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could see very few use cases for that, but it made me laugh. And up next, guys, I've got a fire plugin from United Plugins. I did cover this in a solo video last week. But again, like I said earlier, a lot of times these videos get more views, and I think this is a plugin that definitely deserves the views, especially when you consider the intro price is only $15 on this for maybe a couple more weeks. So, before we get into the plugin, well, real quick, look, here's ReLooper, right? So here's ReLooper, here's the demo beat that I made. So, you know what I'm saying? Here's a little melody I put together for this, you know, you can see. Right, so you can literally see I put together the melody for this beat, right? And y'all like, why are you telling us this, dude? We don't care. I got a copyright claim this morning on this video, right? From some random person who is like the city of Marion, but it is connected to their website. But it's just basically like, I work with media licensing, blah, blah, blah. We identified the video ReLooper that corresponds with content registered with us. Please refer to this or whatever. And then when you open it up, the shit is legit. Like, you know, you come here. Well, man, maybe it's not. I don't know. Because they, but maybe it's not. I don't know. But they got me up here talking about copyright infringement or whatever on this video. But it's like, fam, I made both the melodies and the beats. I made the whole entire beat. I mean, I used some drum loops from FL Studio, but you can't claim drum loops from FL Studio. And I work with ImageLine, so he ain't gonna win that one. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is contact my people over there and be like, hey, this dude's trying to copyright claim y'all's loops. So, yeah, I'm going through that. And the dude sent me a message this morning too, talking about, I got 2 messages, but it might be fake though, because I got him at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's from Iowa. And Iowa is an hour behind me. So that means they would have sent him at 3 o'clock in the morning. Plus, I'm from Nebraska and I got homies that are lawyers in Council Bluffs. They don't want this smoke. But back to ReLooper. So ReLooper's fire because what this thing does is it has 2 different engines, and it'll take your sound and then it'll remix your sound basically, and then it'll send it into another engine and it'll reloop it and give it another sound too. You can add percussions and different sounds on there to make it sound dope. So again, I've got a full video on this, so I'm not going to go super in depth, but like, let's say here on this ReLooper pattern, this piano sounds like this. Right? But once I throw a ReLooper on this bad boy, so you can hear all that texture and stuff it's adding to the background. The same with these drums I was using it on. I'm gonna turn it on now. So you can hear what it's adding to that, pretty dope. And then one more thing, we'll just turn this on too. I use it on the bass too, just for some distortion. I mean, you can use this thing for anything, but I have it here too on this guitar, and it sounds like this before. Now after. So again, what makes this thing really fire is that you've got different effects you can go through. So you see all these different patterns you have that you can go through. You got reverses, you've got stutters, you've got warp, you know, you've just got a whole bunch of different stuff. So like, let's just put it on this for a second. Right? And so you can do different stuff. Then you can come over here. We can put this one on, we can put on halftime if we want to. And we can even slow it down a little bit if we want to. So we can slow this down. We can speed the bubbles up. Right. And then you also have like effects, like I was saying down here. So you can use kick, space, synths, whatever you want to. That's pretty cool. You've got effects down here that you can use too. So we can throw a phaser on this if we wanted to, and we can change the motion. Then we have this, we can do the same thing over here. So now we can just put a kick on this just to throw something on there. And then we'll throw a reverb on this. And then you have stuff like noise you can use too. I'm not really doing it justice in this demonstration because I know I kind of got to hurry because I still have like a couple more stories to cover and we're already like 30 minutes into recording. But I would recommend checking out my full video on this. I have another demo beat that I made as well, and you'll see in that video that it's from scratch too. And you know what I'm saying? If it's something that you like, I recommend this one. I'll check it out. Up next, I've got a pretty cool plugin. I've kind of only messed with it for a little bit. It's only free for a limited time, and it's called Power Grid Disruptor. When you open up Power Grid Disruptor, it is going to look like this. This thing basically gives you a bunch of different glitch effects and a bunch of different stuff. It's pretty cool, but like I said, I haven't gotten too into it. And for whatever reason, I can't find my presets. So, I mean, such is life. I mean, I'll figure that out. I was messing with this morning. So, I have this little demo beat right here. The demo beat basically sounds like this. So it's not all the way done, obviously, it's just a little loop. But once we turn this thing on and start messing with the knobs, it's pretty cool because you got reverse, you've got fields, you've got impacts that you can have build like every 2 bars or whatever the case is. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and push play, turn this on, and then I'm gonna start messing with some of the knobs. Right? So you see this thing can add impacts, it can add glitches, it can add reverses, it can add a whole bunch of stuff to your sound, right? It wasn't still running earlier when I pushed stop. All right, so, but with this still, you've got different things like reverse, wide. We'll turn some of this other stuff on and just check it out. My bad about that, y'all. But as soon as I flipped this reverse switch, it's like it was stopping to work earlier. I mean, this thing's all right. Obviously, I've only messed with it for a little bit, and I don't even have all the presets. But if you want to check this thing out, I'll leave it linked in the description with everything else. Because again, like I said earlier, it is for the free ski. All right, guys, the 6th freebie that I have for you guys today, this one comes from To Be Played Music, and it is called QFX Cube. So this is just basically a 1-knob reverb plugin. You know what I'm saying? It's got a promo code SPRING26, all capital letters. It's limited time only. But I just only have this on the drums. This is something that I probably wouldn't use on too much because it's like, I can't control how much of the reverb I'm getting. I can't like I mean, I could send it to a bus and I can EQ it, but this is good for like drums or something like that. So I have these drums right here. All right, so now once I throw this QFX Cube on there, though, the drums are gonna sound like this. You got different control over different things like room size, small, medium, large, huge. Then you got different ambiances. So we'll hit arena. But it's pretty cool. I mean, that's what you're going to get from that. I'll leave it linked below, and I'll have the code there for y'all too. And last but not least, guys, it looks like WA Productions has a free anniversary collection. It's got like 5 plugins, and it's got like 7 different sample packs and stuff in it. But let's go ahead and check that out. So as we see here, the sale ends in 15 days and 13 hours. So this is limited time too. What are you going to get in here? The included plugins are going to be the Chroma Box. It's going to be the Combustor. It's going to be Mutant. It's going to be Imprint, and it's going to be Pumper. And then included sounds are going to be like Techno, Hurricane, Future Bounce, Sound DF, Electronic FX of Pulses, Visionary Trance, Progressive, Deep Love, and Spicy Vocal Trap. What does it sound like? Okay, well, you're not getting the melodies. It's just the vocals that are playing in there, but it kind of looks like this is what's coming in here. So, I mean, if you want, you know, I'm saying some bundles, if you make these genres of music and you just want a little kit, you can grab it. It'll be there for you. But that's what I got for you guys in today's newscast. Hopefully I could help you guys out with some of those freebies. Hopefully if you guys didn't already get Bloom Ensemble strings, you can go get it now and get Matra, because Matra is fire. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always. Signing off as your anchorman. Something. Hit the keys. Until next time. Peace. Some. Hit the keys.